Hello, everyone.
Hi, Miss Chen.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Miss Chen. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to the show, Gemma. I'm so glad that you could be here today. I don't see you on my screen for some reason. I just see you on my mobile. I wonder why that is. Well, anyways, are you having a good day?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm having a great day.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you could be here. Thank you for accommodating your time and your schedule. And I just wanted to let you know, sorry about the little schedule interference and the back and forth emails, but I just wanted to tell you and remind you, thank you very much for being here and having
That's
this
okay.
thorough interview. Yeah, well, that's great. Well, anyway, well, congratulations. You're just finding out that you passed your IELTS exam. How exciting is that?
Yeah, thank God. I was so
Yes.
happy when I got the result. Thank you for your
Yeah.
motivation also.
Oh yeah, well definitely. I'm glad that you passed. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
So did you open up your email and that's how you found out, or did you get a text message?
No, actually, they told us that after 13 days we can view our results. They have given us a link that British Council. So
Okay.
actually, I was on evening duty, so I was waiting for that. So when my colleague told me, "Come, we will check again," he told me, and then so when I went to that link to that website, and then finally the breakdown came out. So I was really happy, and my colleagues was teasing me. He said, "We never knew that you can jump that high."
Well, that's great. That is wonderful. Well, that is just amazing. And what a
Yeah,
relief, it's done and out
yeah,
of the way.
actually,
Yeah,
it's a great
yeah.
relief that
Huge
finally
relief.
I have the my desired band score in IELTS.
Well, that is great. That is so
Yeah.
good. Well, I'm just going to introduce myself really quick, and then we're just going to move on to the good stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Jennifer, and I'm the IELTS support specialist with Connetics USA. We are the nation's leading global nurse placement company. Our mission here is to impact and improve the lives of millions of our nurses. We obsess about how we can add value to our clients. We aim to take the pain and the fear out of the complicated process. And one of those elements with that process is completing your IELTS exam, just like Gemma has just done. A little fun fact the IELTS was started in 1980, so that's a little while ago. The IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System, for anyone who does not already know this. This consists of four parts. There are the reading, the writing, the listening, and always the speaking. The IELTS exam will measure your English comprehension of people who are trying to work, study, or migrate into an English speaking country like the USA. So the IELTS is jointly managed by the University of Cambridge, ESOL, British Council, and the IDP. So today we are blessed to have Gemma. Gemma is originally from the Philippines. Is that right, Gemma?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's wonderful. And you're doing fantastic. I guess it's nighttime where you're at. Is that right?
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, right. You're in, you already told me.
Yeah,
You're not in the Philippines. You said you're in Qatar? No, tell me
Kuwait.
again.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. All right. Well, that's good. It's not too late for you.
Yeah.
Well, so that's wonderful. So we also have you on Facebook, okay? And we're just going to be following this periodically a little bit and see who's following you and who's congratulating you. This is a big deal and you're famous today. So we're going to, let's see, J3, she's here watching. She says, congratulations. And she says, hello, Jennifer. She's always a sweetheart, always on here cheering everyone on. um, we have Aline. She said, good evening, everyone. And another Arlene says, congratulations, Gemma. So she's pretty happy for you. So, well, we'll be following this here on Facebook. If anyone has any comments or questions, something like that, go ahead and feel free to put it in the chat. and we will bring it up with Gemma, and she'll have all the information for you if you have questions or anything else, and we'll just check it periodically. So yeah, I guess we'll just move right into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Gemma, where you're from, and where you're at right now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Hi to everyone who's watching. I'm Gemma Rublico Atinon. I'm originally from the Philippines, just like what Ms. Jennifer have said. And I'm currently working here in Kuwait. I've been here since 2004, working as a staff nurse. And I've been assigned in a surgical ward for 17 years. Yeah, so male surgical ward to be specific. And just a couple of months ago, I was transferred to medical unit. So after 17 years, I was exposed to medical unit. I took it as a blessing in disguise because God willing, if I will be there in America, I'll be assigned in medical surgical unit. So at least I will have to experience the medical unit here before coming there, God willing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, 17 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's really good. So
Yeah, I've
I
been
guess,
working yeah, I've been working here in Middle East for almost 23 years because I have worked in Jeddah for 6 years before, and then I came to Kuwait for 17 years now.
wow. Well, you do have a lot of experience. You're coming here with a lot of experience, so that's really great. That's wonderful. Um, well, that's good. That's exciting, and I bet you're really excited to come here. Sometime next
Yeah,
year,
very.
you'll be celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Hopefully, we're praying for it.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah. Well, you got this out of the way. You're in collect, so it's all smooth sailing from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got Raymond says, congrats, sis. Oh, okay. That must be your brother.
Raymond is my colleague in our hospital.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Well, that's good.
My sister Arlene, the one that you have read before, is my sister who's also a nurse, but she's in the
Okay.
Philippines.
Ah, well, she's in the Philippines. Is she on her way here too? Is she going to try to come here?
I don't know. She doesn't have the NCLEX, but she's preparing for her IELTS. I don't know where she wants to go.
Right. Well, she can't let that get in her way. She'll get it and pass it, and then she can move here on to the next, just like you and everyone else. So that'd be wonderful.
That's what I told her.
Yeah,
I told her
definitely.
to sign up with Connetics.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And then if you do, you'll get a there is a referral bonus, $1,000 referral bonus. So tell her you guys can go shopping together when she comes here. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that would be very fun.
Well, it's definitely a possibility. So you'll have to tell her to hurry up. Well, that's exciting. All right. Well, let's see. So we're gonna talk about your American dream. Who or what inspired you to want to come to the USA? You want to tell everyone who inspired you to want to move to the
Mm.
USA?
Actually, this American dream was instilled to me by my uncle. Actually, he's my paternal uncle. Uh, he told me before I enrolled in a nursing course that he was willing to pay for my tuition fees as long as I will take the course of BSN or the nursing course. He was telling because his wife is also a nurse working in America. Actually, they were living in Detroit, Michigan at the time. So he told me it would be your only passport if you finished your nursing course. It would be very easy for you to come to the US. That's what he told me. So finally, eventually, going to America became my dream as well. And
Mm,
so, but actually, it was a dream that was dropped right after I have graduated from nursing course because there are a lot of important things to do. So I have put this dream aside. I applied for JEDA because at that time there was a recession, so it was very hard to go to America at that time. Plus, I have to take the NCLEX first, and I have to take the IELTS. So that dream was pushed aside. Actually,
yeah.
it was just buried in my subconscious, but it is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So during this pandemic, the Lord has reminded me of this dream. So it was a dream recaptured during the pandemic time because, if I may say so, I was tested positive with COVID-19 on April of 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first wave when so many frontliners were dying at the time. And then I was in a quarantine facility, and then I was thinking, I was full of uncertainties at that time. So I don't know. I'm not certain if I could go out of that facility alive when so many frontliners we are hearing they died. First they were intubated, they were admitted, and finally we will hear the news. We will saw in the social media that this person died already. He was not able to survive like that. So I was actually I don't have to be honest, I don't have the fear of death at the time, but I have only regrets that I was not able to be with my family for years, for how many years, because I was working abroad and they were in the Philippines. So I got married 2000. I came to Kuwait. I was still single. I went home the following year to get married. Then I come back again, and then later on I gave birth to my son. I just gave birth. I stayed for 1 month and then I came back. So I was really not able to see his milestone, his first step, his first
Mm-hmm.
smile. That is my only regret. So it
Mm-hmm.
became a realization to me when I was in quarantine facility that this is enough. I have to do something so that I can be with them. So actually, I was planning to go home for good in the Philippines, but I don't know, for some reason I have got in touch again with Connetics. Actually, I was a member of Connetics since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Then Miss Joy or Miss Cheryl was um, following me up at that time, but I don't know, for some reason again I have put it aside. And then I was thinking of deleting that group chat in my phone, but for some reason I cannot delete it. So this year 2021, so I just connected with Connetics once again, and then
Good.
everything started. Like God has orchestrated everything for me so that I can fulfill that American dream once again. So in short, I was interviewed. I passed the interview, and I signed up for that offer letter. I passed
Mm-hmm.
the IELTS, and then now I'm processing my DS-260.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's
it's because
great.
now my motivation is my son. Actually, it is for my family. I said I'll be turning 50 next year. It's not for me anymore, but it's for my son already. I just
Yeah,
want to see him as stable. I want to provide everything for him. So I
definitely.
said I will give it a try once again, and so here I am,
That's great.
fulfilling that American dream.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, and God, you brought up God a few times, and you're right. He works miracles every day, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
that's
definitely on
right.
your side. So I'm really
Yes,
glad that you decided to participate again. And I don't remember when you were active in the group in the very beginning, but you said it wasn't last year, it was this year. So I think the group probably helps a lot of nurses who are looking for that the motivation, to move
yeah,
forward. Yeah, to
yes.
keep going. So that's good. That's really good. And then did you move? Yeah, you moved to the new Telegram group. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, I was there. I am there in that group.
Good. I wanted to make sure you were there. Well, that's good. Our WhatsApp group got a little small, and we had to move over to Telegram. So it's really good. And hopefully, there's some tips in there, and there's always sharing information that's going to help people like yourself pass. And that's the end goal, that was posted yesterday for everyone to pass their IELTS. And it's true, that's at the end of the day, everyone just needs to pass their IELTS exam, just like you did. So that's good. And I'm happy for you and your son. You guys are going to make great memories and all of those wonderful things when you come here. And financially, you'll be in a better position for you and your son. So that'll be really nice, right?
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah. Well, good. Let's see. We've got a couple more people saying, way to go and congratulations, Polaris. Congratulations, Gemma. Way to go. Oh, wifey, maybe your husband is here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good, good.
That's my
Um,
husband.
your husband,
He's also
okay.
a nurse.
Ah, is he? Okay, well, that
He's
is
my
great.
classmate.
He's
Yeah,
your classmate. Is
yeah.
he in Connetics too?
No, because he doesn't have the NCLEX. So he said, God willing, if we'll be there, he will take the NCLEX there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can help him with all of these things if he or and also obviously the IELTS too. So, is he moving here pretty soon with you then?
Yeah, I'm planning to take them with me the same
Good.
time.
Yeah. All right. That's great. Adore says, congratulations, dear. Jay Shree says, God has a plan for you. I
Amen.
empathize with you. You will definitely join your family soon. And that is true. God has a plan for everyone, doesn't he? It's pretty
Yes.
amazing that way.
Wonderful plan, actually.
He really does. And he knows it long before we do. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. A year ago, I would have never dreamt I would be here today meeting nurses from all over the world. And so he put me here, and here we are today. So Um, Alina says, congratulations, you're such an inspiration to us. That's great. And that's why
Thank
we do
you.
these hero interviews, you know? You're going to help just the next person who's trying to get through the obstacle of their exam as well, you know? So I think that's really great. So let's see. Experience with your IELTS. So we're just going to talk about how many times have you taken your exam and how many hours did you have to, put towards passing, studying to pass?
Actually, this is my second take. My first take of the IELTS was actually around 2010 because at the time, actually, I passed the NCLEX 2008. But at the time, I was pursuing my application in Canada because, like what I've said before, there was a recession. So
Yeah.
I was applying for Canada at the time. That's why I took the IELTS. But that time, I just made self study, and then I just bought a book that was sold from the street in the Philippines
Mm.
along with CDs. So it was just a self review, but I think I got also the desired band score for me to pursue that application to Canada. But luckily, unfortunately, at that time, I don't have enough savings for for the show money, so I was not
Mm.
able to push through with the application also. So this time, I thank God for Connetics and for the swoosh English.
Mm.
Um, you are a heaven sent to us nurses.
Mm.
Um, I thank God that I was a part of the scholarship program. I remembered when you asked me through the email if I want to be enrolled in the scholarship program, and I said yes because I
I
really
did.
wanted, yeah, I
Yeah.
really wanted to pass. I
Yeah.
mean to have that desired band score so that my papers will start to move on. And
Mm-hmm.
then I remember telling you that then you have sent me an email telling me that I was already enrolled in the Swoosh
Yep.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. So I started to check that Swoosh English in the
Good.
dashboard, that
Mm-hmm.
comprehensive studies. So it is really a great help to me. Being a nurse, especially nowadays that we are overworked, we have too much workload because of the less number of staff in the unit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not IELTS is not easy for me. Other people will say it's just an English exam. It's just a piece of cake. Well, but not for me. For me, I have to be intentional in my reviewing, in my
Mm-hmm.
studying. I have in between of my spare time, I have to rush to my dashboard or even if I'm doing household chores, I
Yeah.
have to listen to the recorded videos of the Swoosh English, and listen for some tips that was given by the presenters or by the teachers, like Miss Catherine, Miss Marietta, Miss Elsa, and
Mhm.
even Sir Scott and Stephen. So they were really a great help to me, and with the tips that are giving to the students, if we will just remember all those tips that they are giving us, you will surely ace the IELTS. And
Yeah.
they will, in every modules, they will give you some tips. So you just have to remember them. And then you have to do that mock test. That mock
Yes.
test there. And I remember one time I emailed you, Miss Jennifer, and I told you that I am planning to take the IELTS. And then you told me you have just finished the first module, so you have to go on. So I said to myself, she's checking our dashboard, she's checking our progress.
I'm checking everyone.
Yeah, so you told me that I have to study further, so I kept on studying, and when I reached the third module, you have emailed me again and encouraging me, well, that's good, you are now on these modules, now you're on the third milestone, rather, that one, just keep going like that. So then finally I have because I have to have the target date, so that I will have a focus, so that I can
Yeah.
really focus on my study. Otherwise, I will be just complacent.
Yeah.
So when I got the date, so I emailed it to you. If you remember, I told you that I have this date for my exam, and you told me, you have already on your fourth milestone. So yeah, I think you're ready. So I don't know if you remember that. So every now and then I'm emailing you, I'm sending you emails regarding that one. And thank you
Yes.
for being our motivators. Thank you for
Yeah.
pushing us, yeah, to study harder. And I remember every week you are sending us email for that what do you call that one, that hello sign for the
Yes.
weekly schedule. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
good.
great help also.
Well, it sounds like you hear from me a lot then, don't you?
Yes, yes. And I'm
Yes.
glad you're there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes I worry, am I sending too many emails or maybe they don't want to hear from me so much? But sometimes I think the extra push is helpful, you know?
Yes, yes,
Um,
exactly.
yeah,
Thank you for our being our motivator. Thank
you
you for
bet.
pushing us always to review, to study,
Yep.
and whenever there is an inquiry in the group, you are there to answer each one of us. So thank you
Well,
for your
good.
time and for your effort.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. This hero interview is meant to be for you guys, but thank you very much, all the nurses. I value and I love like you're my little people. You know, I care about all of you, and I want all of you to pass. And I have to keep a close eye on a lot of you and try to keep you going. And this is why, you know, because maybe my emails at the time could be like, oh, it's Jen again. But then when you pass, it's like, well, it's good. I'm glad she did that.
Yes,
You know, so I guess it pays off in the end. Is that right?
yes, yes, yes. It did.
Good. That's great. Well, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to help you and be a part of, be a small little part of, you know, maybe what helped you pass. And that's good. You know, it's kind of a teamwork here too, you know, Swish
Actually, we are
English
not
and
Actually, we are not the one heroes here, but you people behind us, the Swoosh English and the Connetics USA. You are the actual hero here.
well, that's sweet of you to say, but you're the one who did all the hard work. You're the one who put in all the hard work. We're just giving you a little direction of which way to go.
Yes.
So it's a team effort here. We all have to work together, and you know, the instructors, and then you've got Connetics, like you said, and Swish English. We all have to work together to get all the nurses like yourself to pass, and that's just what we have to do. That's at the end of the day. That's the goal. Is everyone needs to pass their IELTS exam because you don't want that, you know, hung over your head where that's,
Mhm.
you know, that's what's stopping you moving to the US. So you definitely
Yeah.
don't want that. Like in your case, now you're good, and that's one less thing to worry about. And now it's just the immigration side and paperwork and all of those things, which is complete. completely out of your hands. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
that's really great. So let me see. Do we have anyone else? If anyone is watching and you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Alina says exactly well said. So she agrees probably with you. So that's great. um, yeah, well, that's wonderful. So let's see. So, what kind of specific pointers? We'll get into the tips and some specific pointers for the speaking, writing, listening, and reading. And I just wanted you to know your comment. You just made a comment that some people say the IELTS exam is easy and it's not hard for anyone. Actually, I haven't heard that at all. And the whole time I've been doing this, I've heard it's a huge obstacle and it's really difficult, and everyone
Yes.
is very nervous about doing it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you're in line with everyone else. You know, nobody wanting to take this exam because it's tricky and it's you know exactly how it is. You know, so give us some specific pointers and tips to what got you to pass.
Uh, what I actually did, well, first, I really prayed for it. I have tapped my support group, my friends, and even my pastor in Philippines to pray for me, even before I reviewed or studied for this English course. So I asked them for a prayer, and a day before my exam, I really prayed, and I actually even fasted a day before my exam because I know that God honors our prayer and He will give the
Mhm.
desires of your heart. I just told Him, Lord, my heart's desire is to have that desired band score for this IELTS. So anyway, after that, my pointers is just you just have to regularly uh, go to your dashboard in Swoosh English in comprehensive studies, and then
Mhm.
you really have to be intentional in reviewing because all of us are busy, all of us, our hands are full, so but we have to be intentional. We have to devote time for reviewing, for studying. We have to really make time for it, so because you will really get a lot of tips from the Swoosh English, from those presenters, from those teachers. You
Mhm.
just have to listen. Actually, even if you are, even on my days off, I have to do my household chores, my laundry, my cooking, my cleaning. I'm still listening. I just bought a Bluetooth headset so that I can move around the room even if while listening also,
Mhm.
because you will get something if you listen to the presenter, to the teacher. You will get something from them. You will get any tips from them so that you will remember that when you will sit on your exam. And then I during my if I'm in the hospital, during my tea break or my coffee break, I will use my cell phone to go to the dashboard,
Mm.
and I will answer some mock test. Yeah.
Good.
That the thing is, for the listening, yeah, you have to watch those videos in the Swoosh English. Actually, I have watched several videos with Sir Stephen, and then with Miss Elsa, I have joined a live classes for at least 3 times, I guess. Then after that, I don't have enough time anymore. So what I did, I will watch the recorded videos, and then I will answer each mock test in each milestones. There are mock tests. You just need to answer that one. Um, I tried to have also a speaking buddy.
Good.
He's also from Kuwait.
Hmm.
So, but because of my miserable schedule, I don't want to drag him uh, with me. I don't want him to delay in practicing. So
Mhm.
I talked to him that I told him, I guess you need to find another speaking partner because he was so eager to practice, actually, to speak with me, to answer some listening test. But then again, as I have said, I don't have enough time to spend with him. So I told him to find another speaking buddy. So what I did in the hospital, I will deliberately talk with my colleagues without them knowing that I was practicing for my speaking at that time. Even for
Mm-hmm.
my friends here in the accommodation, um, I told them I will take the IELTS exam. So they said, okay, so we'll be your speaking buddy. We will converse in English, but then at the end of the day, we are talking in Tagalog. So in between, also, I will listen to YouTube's for the for the speaking for the speaking
Mm-hmm.
session, like this Kit Academy. Um, and there are also some tips from him during my night duty also, when everything is quiet, when the patients are all asleep, I will sit in one corner also and watch videos in I will go to my dashboard and watch the recorded videos also and answer some mock tests. So that's how I that's what I do. That's what I did during my review. But it was not consistent, but even a half a minute or an hour a day, you will be able to get something. You will learn something out of that swoosh English. So from the pointers in speaking, you just have to watch English movies. You have to listen to the tips that they were giving. That you when they have given you the time during the test, when there was a time for you to see all the questions. So use that time to check the succeeding questions so that you will have the idea what will be the next. For the
Mm-hmm.
writing, um, my tips for that is just that you in the task one, so you just have to write your introduction without copying the exact words from the question. You have to
Mm-hmm.
paraphrase. So that's what they told us. So you have to paraphrase, and then you just have to have an introduction, an overview, and then the body paragraph or the paragraph details. That one I don't have any idea that we have to write that one. I only got an idea during the my review in Swoosh in Swoosh English.
Mm-hmm.
So the task two, you have to know what the question is. Like for example, is it asking for your opinion, or it is asking you if you agree or not? Then you have to assert yourself whether you really strongly agree or not. Then you have to cite or some circumstances, some
Yeah.
examples, so that you can expand your writing. And then on the what do you call this one, reading, you just have to use the thing that the thing that they called scanning, skimming. That's what they're advised, because you won't
Yeah.
have enough time to read those long paragraphs, and then they will have the test will have only a few questions out of that long paragraph. So you don't have to read
Definitely.
it all. You just have to do the scanning and the skimming, because you will never get the time to answer, and I mean to read all those paragraphs.
Yeah.
So writing, reading, listening,
And then
um,
speaking.
the speaking, you just have to you just have to at first, the first part is that, like, you will just talk, you will just converse casually like that. If they will ask you how are you, what is your favorite, from where are you, or like that. And then the Q question, the Q card, you just have to expand your answer. Like, you don't have to stop talking for 2 minutes. For me, the examiner, she cut me off after the 2 minutes. Well, I
Oh.
was still talking, but she cut me off. So it means I have reached the full 2 minutes already.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to expand. Sometimes you have to make up stories. Just not necessarily you have to lie, but you have to make up stories so that the examiner can see you. You can expand your
Yeah.
speaking. Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
part three is the follow up questions regarding the cue card. So anyway, you will have the idea. So you have to answer also and give some examples, not necessarily for 2 minutes, but you just have to that the examiner has to see that you really are conversing, that you really are talking, that you really are speaking, and then you can speak that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you gave a lot of really good tips and tricks on what you did. So thank you for that, Gemma. That's very nice. Jay Shree has a question really quick, if you don't mind me asking. She wants to know, which skills did you find challenging and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, actually, during my practice test, I always got a low score in reading,
Hmm.
because even if I apply the technique of skimming and scanning, I still have lower grades. Actually, in my actual test, I my lowest score is the writing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you just have to practice, because I did my practice in writing 2 days before the actual exam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was focusing on listening and in reading at that time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, whatever you did, it worked, didn't it? It didn't it? You
Thank
still
God.
passed. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Um, Alina says, thank you, Connetics. Chad says, congratulations. Let's see. Teddy says, congratulations. And Anne says, we're so proud of you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Gemma, yeah, greetings to everyone all the way from the Philippines. So that's pretty neat, you know. And we're all congratulating you. And I like your advice was to, even just for 20 minutes or something at a time, use your Bluetooth, headpiece that you have. And if you're doing chores around the house, and that's true, just put them in and just do 20 minutes or something
Listen.
like that. And that's what I always say too, sometimes in the group too. um, you know, I know the weekends can be like you want to hang out with your friends or you want to relax if you're not working or that kind of thing. But I figure if you've got 20, 30 minutes to play on your phone or watch TV, you probably have 30 minutes to get through your review a little bit. Try to complete a module or something like that. So that was your advice too, and that's great. And that's exactly what you need to
Mm,
pass, isn't it?
yes.
So those are your tips and tricks
Yeah.
and watching some YouTube videos. I hear that a lot. Are you watching YouTube videos with American TV?
No.
No, more like educational, probably. Just strictly for IELTS. Is that what you're watching? Because a lot of people say they watch American TV for the speaking, and that seems to help. Do you watch
Uh,
American TV?
I watch movies, but not the American TV actually.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
I will, yeah, the Hallmark movies. Sometimes I
Hmm.
will sit with my friends and we will watch in Netflix. That actually one, if I may add some tips again, you just
Sure.
have to cut off with something if you really want to focus on your studies. Like for me, I have cut off going out. I have to cut off my overtime so I can spend more time in my studying.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
We really have to be intentional in studying. You really have to cut off the other things so that you can spend more time in reviewing.
That's really true. That's really true. And like you mentioned also before, last year you weren't very active, and this year getting some emails or whatever the case may be, just to remind you that you need to get this finished, and a little encouragement, and you have to put some of the other stuff aside and make this a
Yes,
priority.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, put this back to the top of the
Ye-
list so you can pass.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, I just wanted to say thank you. Also, I want to say thank you for staying in the Telegram group. If anyone has any questions for you, maybe they can just ask you in the Telegram group. You've already spoke enough, but there's definitely some other questions or something else along those lines. So thank you for staying in the group a little longer to answer any of those questions. And I just appreciate your time here. Connetics appreciates the hero interviews done by each and every one, if possible. But a lot of people aren't brave enough. They're worried about talking to me or something, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I try not to be too big and scary. I try to make it very easy for you to talk to. So I appreciate your time. Swish English appreciate your time, and all the nurses behind you who need to pass their IELTS exam. They all appreciate you answering their questions and just seeing that they're next. You know, they're going to be the next one passing, just like you, which is great.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think so. There are a lot of passers during that week. I think we are six, and it's all because of Connetics USA and Swash
Wow.
English. Thank you so much. You are a
That is so good to
life-changing
hear.
tool and instrument for the nurses.
That is so great. And that is true. We have more passers this year than Connetics has ever seen. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
With Swish English. So
and there
we
are a lot
are
more coming.
a lot more coming, and they're passing, and they're enrolling, and they're passing, and like we've never seen before. So it's pretty amazing what we're doing, all of us. And so it's kind of nice that so many more people, they'll be here next year sometime. I don't know something about exactly when they'll be here, but you'll be here next year to celebrate all the festivities and everything, the
Yes.
USA. Hey, tell me what state. You don't have to tell me the location,
Yeah.
but just the state. Which
We will
state are
be
you
in
going?
North Dakota, God willing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
So you can make sure
Fargo,
you have
North
a
Dakota.
jacket. Bring a jacket. Bring a
Sure,
jacket
I
and
will.
yeah, and some mittens, some gloves for when you you'll probably make some snowmen, in the winter
Oh,
time.
that's what my son is planning. Actually, he
Oh,
said, "I
good.
want, yeah, I want to experience the snow." And he even YouTube the Dakota, and he sent me a screenshot.
Really?
He's telling, "We will stay in this building because at the ground floor of this building is a pizza parlor." So I
Oh
told
my
him, "So you
goodness.
just want to go there just to eat pizza?"
He's going to be in heaven. He's going to be making snowmen and eating pizza.
He's
that
so
that doesn't
excited.
get any better. He says, "Thank you, Mom. Thank you." Well, that's wonderful. Well, that's true. Americans love our pizza and shopping and Black Friday after Thanksgiving. You're going to experience all of this, and you're going to experience all this with your family, your
Hopefully.
son. So I'm so happy for you. So exciting. Um, yeah, well, thank you so much again for taking the time out of your busy day. I went a little longer than normal. Sorry about that. I get to chatting
It's
with you
okay.
guys, and it's so much fun that I always go over my time. So I don't want to take up all your time. And just thank you. Thank you for
Thank you, Miss
everything.
Jen. Thank you
Yes,
also.
yes. And I will see you in
So
the group.
I will stay in the Telegram and if I can be of any help to anyone, they can just send me a message.
That sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for being
Um,
with us today. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah. Hope to see
All
you in
right.
person very soon.
Yes, yes. Sometime soon, very soon. We'll meet one day. All right. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you. Bye bye,
day.
Miss Jen. Have a great
Yes,
day.
you
Have a blessed
bet.
day.
Yes.